Look at it. It's beautiful, isn't it? A $2.3 billion 11 miracle in the desert. The future of entertainment. The icon that was supposed to redefine the human experience and save Las Vegas. It is also a lie. This isn't an icon. It's a tombstone. It's the most expensive, most arrogant, and most catastrophic failure in modern Vegas history. This is the $2.3 billion ghost, a financial black hole that proves, beyond any doubt, that the corporations running this city have learned nothing. This is a monument to greed. It was never built for you. It was never built for Vegas. It was built for one man's ego, on a mountain of impossible math, with absolute contempt for the customer. Today, we are breaking down the 3 catastrophic sins of the Sphere, sins that have already sealed its fate. The billion-dollar ego. This isn't just a story about a building. It's a story about the sickness that's killing Las Vegas. Let's be clear. The Sphere was doomed from day one. This was the brainchild of controversial billionaire James Dolan, the owner of Madison Square Garden. And like all projects born from ego...
Done. What are you most excited about?
I'm excited about the people coming here because the experience they're going to have is going to be amazing, something they've never, ever experienced before, and I can't wait to see their faces when they see it.
So let me ask you something. From the moment that you signed on to this, from the fruition of this idea, how long has it taken you to get to this point?
About 6 years.
6 years. 6 long, hard years.
1 or 2 were interrupted by COVID, but yes, it's been about 6 years since we first decided we were going to do this.
So, is your goal to kind of change the face of entertainment, live entertainment?
Yes, in a way, but our goal is to introduce a new medium that no one's really seen before. It's experiential. It's unlike any other medium that's been out there before, because instead of just looking at a rectangular screen, you're immersed in an environment, and you experience the story or whatever it is that we're showing you, and it's much different than just watching a screen.
Can we talk a little bit about how much it cost? Reports of $2.3 billion, reports that you've had to sell off parts of MSG to kind of finance this. What's your commitment to MSG after TheSphere?
Well, I'm still very committed to MSG. But look, 2.3 is a pretty accurate number. It's more than what we thought it was going to cost us. This is the kind of project where you have to stretch and you take a risk. And tonight is when we see how that risk pays off.
The budget was optional. It started in 2018. The initial projected cost was $1.2 billion. That's already an insane number. But almost immediately, that number became fantasy. Within a year, contractors claimed the real cost was already near $1.7 billion. By 2020, they admitted it was $1.66 billion. By the time the doors finally opened, after design changes, supply chain disruptions, and pure unfiltered hubris, the final price tag ballooned to $2.3 billion. That is double the original projection. This wasn't a business plan. It was a $2.3 billion gamble made with other people's money. They were so obsessed with building the biggest LED screen, the most speakers, shiniest toy.
Hello? Yes?
Can this ever make money? The answer is no. This wasn't an investment in Vegas. It was one man's attempt to build his own pyramid in the desert. And now, that pyramid is a tomb. So, the grand opening happens! September 29th, 2023. YouTube plays. The reviews are glowing. The stock price soars. For 5 weeks, everyone believed in the miracle. And then, the bill came due. Just 5 weeks after opening, the first financial report was released, and it was a bloodbath. Sphere Entertainment reported a staggering operating loss of $98.4 million in 1 quarter.
Take a live look at the Sphere. What's going on there now? Some kind of animated character? Oh, for the emoji. We love the emoji. So It's got all of our attention, captivates us. It's been a nice addition to the skyline, but the bottom line, not so good so far. They're reporting a net loss of almost $100 million over the months of July, August, and September, that quarter, according to a new financial disclosure. But you two didn't start playing there until late September, right?
Right.
So that's when the money has really started rolling in. But that figure was adjusted to over $83 million after taking into account costs related to the company's split from MSG Entertainment. The company's CFO also abruptly left the company last week. That's according to a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The reason for his departure not given, although the filing states it was not the result of any disagreement.
They weren't just failing, they were hemorrhaging money. And why? Because their entire business model was built on pure, uncut arrogance. Get this. The deal they signed with U2 allowed the band to take up to 90% of the ticket revenue. 90%. Sphere was left with just 10%, which was nowhere near enough to cover its massive operating costs. They set a deadly precedent. They proved to every other major artist, Beyoncé, Lady Gaga, that they were desperate. They had no leverage. The panic was so bad that on the exact same day the $98.4 million loss was announced, the CFO resigned. Gautam Ranji, gone, after just 11 months. When CEO James Dolan was asked about this financial disaster, he compared the $2.3 billion Sphere to the first pancake. He admitted, "It's the first time we've done this, and we've learned and are doing better."
It's the first time we've done it, and we've learned, and we're getting better at it. I wish that the day we lit it up, that we knew exactly how to run it, exactly how to sell it, and exactly how to, program it, etc. But that's just not the case. We build this company not to operate one building in Las Vegas. The more of these that we do, right, the more we utilize the investment that we made into the company itself.
He's experimenting with a $2.3 billion public company. It is an astonishing confession, and it confirms the truth. There was never a plan. But the ego and the bad math are just boardroom drama. The third sin is the one they committed against you. This is the contempt for the customer. The Sphere was marketed as an unparalleled, immersive experience, and that's how they justified the insane ticket prices. Anywhere from $500 to $1,500 per ticket. Think about that. This isn't an accessible attraction for the average Vegas tourist. This isn't for a family from the Midwest. This is an elite-only experience. It's another velvet rope, another wall, another signal that the regular person is no longer welcome. But here is the real crime. For the hundreds of people who did pay those eye-watering prices, what they got was a bitter disappointment. It was discovered that a fundamental design flaw meant that the view from roughly 800 premium seats in Section 100 was completely obstructed by the overhang of the upper deck. Let me repeat that. They built a $2.3 billion visual marvel and forgot to make sure the premium seats could actually see the show. But the greed is worse. They knew about this flaw before the venue opened, and they sold those defective seats at full price anyway. They were forced to reach out and offer refunds after they were caught. This isn't an accident. This is contempt. It is the ultimate proof that they don't see you as a guest. They see you as a mark. They see you as a wallet to be emptied, and nothing more. By late 2024, the Sphere was losing over $125 million in 3 months. In total, this miracle has lost over $500 million. It is dragging its parent company down with it. The project in London was scrapped. The first pancake is a $2.3 billion disaster. The Sphere is the perfect, glittering symbol of the new Vegas. It is dazzling on the outside, but hollow within. It is a monument built by billionaires for billionaires. It doesn't care about hospitality. It doesn't care about value. And it especially doesn't care about you. It's not an icon. It's a ghost land, a haunting reminder of a $2.3 billion dream turned to dust. And it's another scar on the soul of a city that, day by day, is being murdered by the very greed that built it.